Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is day 121 of playing chess every day until 2000, and I'm back to 1900. Now my highest rating is 1909, so we're gonna see if we're gonna reach it back. Okay, we got a game against the 1915. Okay, gonna play the Caro-Kann. And let's see what does he play. Advanced. Bishop to f5. Will he play h4? Yep. We go h6. He might go for g4 here. Yeah. That is annoying. Not gonna lie. So we go here, he's gonna play this move. All of this been played before, then we head back to h7. Then he pushes the pawn, and I think at that point I take the pawn. I ruin my structure, but the queen cannot give checks anymore, like right now. Let's go here. I think e6 will be on the board, yeah. Now, one of the moves is to get the queen on d6, and after he takes, you take with the king. I will not do that. Instead, I've seen a move like someone plays a f takes e6 in a grandmaster game or something like that, because I was learning from the engine, and f takes e6 is actually good. Yes, it ruins the structure, stuff like that, but you want to put the queen on d6, knight on d7, and try to put the king on d8 will be very, very safe, and then just continue developing, and you will always have the push e5. So I'm gonna take that pawn. If he played bishop to d3, I don't see any reason not to take. And if when queen takes, we play queen to d6, and after queen to g6 check, we go king to d8, and then knight to d7, knight to f6, and then we go for the e5 push. It's a little bit complicated, but I believe that the king will be very, very safe on d8. In this specific variation, when they go for this line, it's okay not to castle queenside or kingside for black, because we will be very safe and behind these pawns, and of course the queen and the knight here will be very safe. Okay, he goes bishop here. You don't want him to take, and then after you take with the rook, he will attack you, and when you move away, this will be this check. It's not a good thing. What you have to do is to take the bishop, and after queen takes, he's looking at this. You cannot stop it. You cannot stop it, okay? So, what do you play? You play queen to d6. I think that's the engine move, or the top move, because after queen to g6 check, king to d8, we play knight to d7, knight to f6, and we go for the e5 push. I think that's the theory, hopefully. Queen to g6 check. Because all you have to do as black in this variation, try to survive the opening without any attacks on the queen, and you have to know the theory of the opening. And if you do know it, you're going to survive the opening phase being up a pawn. That's very good for you. If he didn't play this check, I don't really care. Knight to d7, knight to f6, yeah. This move, why? Knight here might be something. The problem is that we cannot stop this check no matter what. And knight to f6 will be a little bit tricky because he cannot obviously take it, lose the rook. But yeah, we can play knight to f6 and knight to d7. I think the move is knight to d7, and he needs to give me this check. Otherwise, what the hell is he doing? If he's not going to give me this check, I'm just going to castle queenside, and he just gave me a pawn. So knight to d7, oh my goodness gracious. Bro, fucking look at the board. Look at the board. I just have to go here now. Oh my god, I almost trapped my queen. I was like, what this dumb move is doing? He's just trying to go here? No, he's just trying to support the bishop there. Maybe he's going to try to play the move a3, and if he played a3, get the hell out of here with the queen. Get out. Or we move the knight, something like that. We have to stop this move. Because if the queen got in with a check, he will pick up that pawn on e6, and we don't have a pawn anymore, and my king is not castled. Yeah, this is a variation I never seen before. This is why I messed it up. I played knight to d7 right away. Because mainly they go for the check, and after we go king to d8, they get the bishop where? They get the bishop somewhere. I don't really remember where. Yeah, thank God we have a move. Okay, I understand. So after king to d8, there will be bishop to f4, queen to b4 check, c3, and we take here. The rook will be hanging. And if he takes here, I don't think it's a very big of a deal because knight f6 will be coming and everything will be defended. So king to d8, knight here, just attacking my pawn. So we also have knight to f6, which blocks everything for him, blocks this. I think he was supposed to go with the bishop to at least try to win this pawn, and I can now move. We can play this check, but this is very stupid because of the move c3, so we cannot play that. And at f6, we are disconnecting the queen from attacking the pawn. So at f6, he's going to play a g5, and after takes, he cannot take, he'll lose the rook. So I don't think we have to calculate this. Now, we really have to make this pawn push, e5. Why? Because you want him to take to get the knight active, and also to play the move e6 to get the bishop out. Because if we continue the game like this, I'm cooked. I'm losing the game, even though I'm up a pawn. Because it's more about active pieces. I still think he was supposed to go bishop to f4, but I don't know. This move doesn't work. He needs to play knight out, bishop out, castle queenside to make this move work, because I cannot take, or I can take, but then he will take back with the rook and he will get back here. But he still needs 1, 2, 3, and 4 moves to actually do that. And for that, we don't have time to, what the hell? Okay, so this guy is stubborn as fuck. He's just trying to put the rook here to attack the pawn. And he needs to know that this is not a pawn that can be targeted. We can just play the move e5. Trying to attack. Trying to just take. Or just this, trying to push. If he takes, we take with the check. This here, we just take with the knight attacking his queen, and the queen needs to get the hell out of here. All the way back. And then we can play like a move like g5 or g6 to get the bishop here. I think the move is e5, but e5 and rook to e1. We have to push. Why? Because if e5, rook to e1, and we take the free pawn, well, there will be this check. And when I move away, he takes maybe here, but then I take, he takes here. Some problems gonna happen. So I believe it's the move e5. And we're also, if the knight moved for some reason, we can play this check to pick up the queen. He cannot take with the queen, it's defended by the pawn. So there might be some tricks here. Hopefully I'm playing this correctly, because I've been learning this variation on what's it called? Chessable? Maybe Chessable. There was like a free course telling you what to do in the Carl Khan defense, and one of the variations is when they go for the move e6, you take with the pawn. Because mainly what I learned is to put the queen on d6, and after he takes, you take with the king. But in that variation that I learned, when they go here, you just take with the pawn and continue with this kind of setup, and you go for the move e5. So hopefully I'm playing this correctly, and let's see what he will do. If he takes with the pawn, I'm simply going to take with the knight. You cannot go here. You need to get the hell out of here. No, actually he cannot, because of this here, he has only one square. Wow. And actually g6 will trap the queen. No, he has queen to e6. He has queen to e6. After queen takes, knight takes. Bro, why did you move the knight? You take the dimple. He just blundered. He just blundered his queen. There's knight to e4 check. Take with the pawn and take your queen. Thank you very much. Knight to e4 check. Queen takes, pawn takes. You go here. I just get back, or just take the pawn. So yeah, we're gonna expect a resignation from our opponent due to the move knight to e4 check. I mean, king here was very bad. Not putting the rook here is very bad. Not taking the pawn is very bad. Playing this move is like, why you're removing the defender of the queen? I'm just making sure that I'm calculating this correctly, because any move you're at least doing something bad. So if he takes, we just take with the queen. That's very simple. And if he goes here, takes, we just take back. And we expecting resignation after knight to e4 check. He was not supposed to move the knight. Yet he resigned. and we're at 1908. I really want to check the game review to see if I actually played this correctly. But usually I don't play more than a game or two when I record, because I'm not going to give the game review on the second game that I play, and I really hate that. Okay, so we played on 85.8. Let's go for the opening. Let's see. Nice. Perfect. And move e6. Yeah. Now the move is queen to d6, and I know that, but in the variation that I've seen, it's actually good to take. Put the queen on d6, not on d7, not on f6, and just put the king on d8, and then continue the game with the move e5 push. And I really liked it. I do believe that is the move. Come on, bro. What are you talking about? Bro, I literally learned this. And there has to be this check, and I go king to d8, and then play another d7. No way. So I have to go for the e5 push. I have to give the pawn away. In order, when he takes, I just play the move e6. It will be this check. Maybe I go here. Try at least to get the bishop out. That is... Wow, I'm really confused. Because this is exactly what I learned. Knight here was best. Nice. That is very not good. We went for the e5 push. You know, I was not doing this move to open up an attack on the queen because I knew he was not going to move the knight. He's just going to take, and after this, the queen will go here, and after the move g6, his queen is not trapped. After queen to e6, queen takes, knight takes with a check. I move king to here, and then he moves the knight somewhere. Maybe here, another check. Yeah. But he just moved the knight. That's... Yeah, and just knight to e4. But I still love the way that I play the opening. I mean, it's very good. It's not horrendous. No, it's 98.3. Right? 98.3, so this is a good opening, yeah. But the middle game was bad. Yeah. Yeah, I completely thought he was supposed to take. And he is the best move to actually take. And here he just resigned. Wow. Now I'm gonna show you something that is very, very beautiful. All time, I'm gonna check the rabbit rating, and you can see that the last, I guess, last 7 games. Let me check. Here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rabbit games in a row. And I went from under 1860 to 1908 today. That is very nice. I thought I'm gonna get the head back, you know, under 1800, because I literally reach 1836. I was like, fuck it. If I reach under 1800, I'm gonna delete the game. And guess what? We're back to 1908. Now my highest rating was 1909, only 1 point away. And now we're getting closer to the goal 2000 ELO. So, thank you so much for watching. See you tomorrow.